2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. With me, oh you know him, Shaquille O'Neal. You know this guy too, Kenny the Jet Smith. In this game, we'll see the Indiana Pacers against the Cleveland Cavaliers. For the Cavaliers, dismal record over the last 10 games, just 2-8. Nothing seems to be going their way right now. It has been an interesting ride thus far. Kenny, some teams really improving after a sluggish start.
Yeah, well, credit the people running those franchises. Always look to improve. That's what you have to do if you're a franchise head. You can't just sit back and say, hey, we're going to accept this mediocrity.
No matter what your record is.
No question.
No, season is a marathon, not a sprint.
Let me write that one down.
Just keep trusting yourself.
The season is a marathon,
not a sprint.
Not a sprint.
And then make sure you put Shaq-Stradamus.
Shaq-Stradamus.
Did you actually make that up?
Something that was already said many moons ago.
I've
never heard
and you're
that
acting
before.
like it's your original thought.
It is my original.
I've never heard that before.
It's not a marathon, it's a sprint. Yeah, get it.
Who said that before? I've never heard that.
Oh.
I got one for you, Ernie.
What's that?
E equals MC tripled.
Oh.
I've never heard that either.
No, nobody has ever said that either.
Think about it, though.
I've thought about it all I want.
I did the math. It doesn't work.
Downtown Indianapolis moving at warp speed in this time-lapse footage. We're in the basketball hotbed of Indiana. Welcome to the Tuesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter David Aldridge. Tonight we're going to see two conference rivals go at it heading into this type of game. Knowing that setup, what's your mentality?
Well, I think first and foremost, excitement. You're chomping at the bit to get after these guys because you're salivating about the opportunity to take down your rival. Nothing excites you more and gets the competitive juices going more than having a chance to take your rival down.
Absolutely, and it really reflects in terms of what that standing shows too. You win against your rival. It's like 2 wins instead of 1.
Yeah, it does. It carries a little extra weight.
Look at Cleveland's starting group. The forwards are Osman and Love. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Sexton, and it's Thompson in at the 5 spot.
And how about the efficiency Evans has shown in the paint? Once he's got his position, he's looking to score.
And it's Love missing. Collison with it. He had 10 points in the win against New York.
Yeah, passed the ball well that last time out. Pinpoint passes and racked up a bunch of assists.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now, here's Sexton. 14 points from him the last game against Philadelphia.
And equally spent as much energy on his D. I mean, 4 steals kind of tell the story.
Yes, that goes in. Sexton's got his second basket of the night.
And superb at just finding avenues to the bucket. When Sexton goes strong inside, he is hard to stop.
Collison against Love. Now here's Turner. Defense is right there. Bogdanovich, no luck, and the foul called on Bojan Bogdanovich. That is his first foul of the game. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Clarkson kicks to Sexton. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Pass to Love. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2. For Indiana, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Here's Collison. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Bogdanovich, no luck.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Here's Clarkson. Another shot. Thompson. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one's on Evans.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. And he can't get the first one. Greg, what are some of the positives that Tristan Thompson's play brings to the team?
Still a very efficient scorer on the shots that he does take. And he lives mostly inside the paint. And still a strong offensive rebounder. But his days of being a threat on the offensive end as the game has evolved seems to have kind of gone away.
Good on the second free throw.
Tell you what, as a former Pacer myself, the fans have to love this young core they put together. Oladipo and Sabonis via Trey Turner through the draft. That's a very strong core to build with.
And now Clarkson pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
On the fast break, Clarkson like a gazelle. Nobody can stop it.
And so Collison will bring it up for Indiana. They trail by 7. Over in the corner, Turner. They need this. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him. And for the Pacers and their young group, Clark, they all want to grow together.
Yeah, there's outstanding alignment from the very top of the front office, obviously with the coaching staff, and then the players. Tremendous chemistry when you look at the way this team embraces one another. And Oladipo has emerged not only as the star, but the leader who's very well respected by his teammates.
Collison no good on the free throw. Well, we're moving into the heart of the NBA season, Clark. Has chemistry and pecking order in a locker room been set by the coach and by the team at this point of the year?
Yeah, I think with veteran teams, it's pretty well established. But again, the makeup of your veterans is key there. With younger teams, though, I think they begin to, it's a process. It's an ongoing process of figuring out roles and pecking order. So as you get into the middle part of the season, the heart of it, I think the young guys do start to kind of figure it out.
Here's Sexton after Tyreke Evans has scored. Now here's Sexton. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game. And he gets it to go.
Boy, Love is really good at getting inside the paint, establishing position, has an excellent feel for how to score around the basket.
Now here's Collison. And Turner kicks to Evans. Thompson against Young. Pass to Warren. 6 on the shot clock. And for 3, Collison. Good on the triple. Collison's got 5.
And Collison, I think, is at his best when he's shooting the ball from a set position. More of a set shooter than a guy who shoots it well on the move.
Clarkson against Evans. Knocked loose. Clarkson passes to Love. Sexton with it. He's against Collison. The shot by Sexton, no good.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Here's Warren. The shot's good. Collison making the play. It's a tie ball game.
I like the balance that Collison strikes between passing and scoring.
For Cleveland, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Clarkson against Evans. And here's Clarkson. 8 points his last outing. And now it's Collison running. He can go all the way and finished off by Collison.
Collison not one to gamble for steals, but that one just was too good to pass up.
Cavaliers shooting 56% in this first quarter. An outstanding start for this offense. Clarkson, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And Jordan Clarkson is a player who is looking for his shot whenever he gets the ball. Can distribute enough, but it isn't his top priority. Very dangerous when left alone outside.
And the first one drops. And with Clarkson, as good as he is outside, Greg, he prefers to shoot off the dribble than on the catch.
Yeah, and it's why Clarkson gets labeled a high-volume, low-efficiency guy. Terrific on catch-and-shoot chances. I think if he played more towards his strengths, he could put together a career year.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Turner. Sabonis comes in for Young. Wesley Matthews checked in for Tyreek Evans. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Darren Collison.
You know, one of those rare second-round picks who played well immediately. Clarkson was first-team all-rookie and continues to develop.
Now, here's O'Quinn. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. They get it back, and they call the foul, so he's got the and-one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint. And really one of the best assets of Sabonis is his mind for the game. Very aware on the offensive end, knows how to create chances, and just plays the game with his mind as much as his athleticism.
Stauskas is checked in for Clarkson.
One shot.
Free throw good. Sabonis. And for Sabonis, we all know his father was one of the best when it came to seeing the floor, Greg. As a big man, his passing game was terrific.
And skills like that go a long way in the NBA. Sabonis does all the little things that free up shots for himself and his teammates. Is starting to play with more aggression, and this is a guy that can be an all-star.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Joseph looking around. Outside Warren. Just 5 to shoot. No good with the triple. For Cleveland, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Knight. Sweet little floater.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
The Pacers have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. And Joseph kicks to Sabonis. Back to Joseph. Down low. Overnight. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Far from just a jump shooter, Joseph is not shy at getting inside and making it happen there.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
One shot.
Free throw, no good for Joseph. Clark, there was a rules change not too long ago that promoted more help defense, less one-on-one defense. Good or bad?
I like it. Again, there's always going to be a premium on defending one-on-one, but positioning defenders where you can help better and more, I think it's trying to make sure the offensive side doesn't get too much of an advantage where the rules had gone in the past. So I think it's a nice balancing act for the game.
Now, here is Knight. He had 13 points in the win against Philadelphia. Stauskas with the bucket. And the Cavaliers lead by 1.
In addition to his long-range shooting ability, Nick Stauskas is also very quick on the drive. I mean, his quick first step catches defenders off guard sometimes.
Henson against Sabonis. Now here's Joseph. Defense is right there.
Boy, I like seeing Henson make good use of that real reach of his to deny shots.
And O'Quinn sends it back. Here's Matthews. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Here is Matthews. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Knight in the corner. Cans the shot with nobody near him.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That is a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Here's Joseph. Brandon Knight picking up that last basket. And the foul on Larry Nance Jr. That's his first foul. Warren against Nance. Tipped away. And so the ball out of bounds. Henson touched it last.
Let's see where the Pacers are, Kevin, in terms of the NBA rankings right now.
And you look at their opponents' points per game. Now, some of that can be influenced by pace of play, but I still like what I'm seeing from them defensively. Getting stops, a big part of how they win games.
The three from Joseph. Connects from three-point range. Joseph's got it all tied up now for the Pacers.
You know, once a weakness in his game, Corey Joseph has worked extremely hard on his outside shot. And like I say all the time, the proof is in the pudding.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. Last time they met in Cleveland.
And they'll want to show that they're a much better team than they demonstrated last time out against these guys. At the very least, avoid another blowout.
And it really was the turnovers that fueled the blowout. I mean, a lot of questionable, poor decisions by them with the ball. And when that happens, you can get blasted.
Now, here is Knight. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. 6 to shoot. For 3, Stauskas sinks the three-pointer. Stauskas has got 5 points so far.
When Stauskas gets open from downtown, I mean, he's like cash money. Right on time, all the time. Just an unreal three-point shooter who keeps getting better and better.
So timeout called here, the first for Indiana. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
Yeah, you know what? The waters were calm for most of the game. I mean, little resistance. Felt like they could get any look they wanted at any time.
Now here's Joseph. 9-point game his last outing. Outside Warren. Sabonis, the pass to Warren. Count that bucket.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Knight against Joseph. Knight kicks to Nance. Pass to Chris. Warren against Knight. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
A moment now to see the numbers for T.J. Warren. He's around 14 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And some pretty good numbers, guys. He's certainly making a contribution.
Better than expected. He still has a ways to go, but I like what I'm seeing right now.
And the first one at the line is good. Certain guys just make it look effortless. And Clark, I'm sure you would have a nice list of some of the smoother operators, smoothest scorers in the league now.
Yeah, there's only one guy at the top of it for me. I mean, I love a lot of guys, and there are a number of guys that put up big numbers. But when you talk about uniqueness, size, agility, touch, range, KD is where it stops. Yeah. I mean, there's just been nobody quite like him. George Gervin comes to mind because of a similar build, but the Iceman was 6'7", maybe 6'8". KD is pushing 7 feet tall and just a tad more athletic. I mean, I just don't know if we've got a more lethal, smoother scorer than him.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Cleveland shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And looking at the numbers this season, they're shooting a robust 82% from the line. That's about as good as it gets.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. I was able to talk with the head coach of the Cavaliers. He said the big thing is we cannot play hero ball. We've got to be unselfish and trust our offense. We'll see if they can turn the tables around and even up this season series, Kevin. Back to you.
David, thanks. Sounds like he's prepped his guys on how to handle this opposing defense.
And no surprise there, because they're facing a team that can win games with its defense. They are an aggressive bunch from the start.
And you know, guys, that being the case, they can't play soft today. I mean, they've got to really be locked in on being the aggressors. Come out firing and try to get off to a good start.
And here's Bogdanovich. Brandon Knight getting it to go from deep. Bogdanovich against Henson. Joseph finds Matthews. O'Quinn trying to free himself up. And O'Quinn slams it in.
And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and cashing in on those second chance opportunities.
And Greg cashing in hard. I mean, man, oh man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunk.
Yes.
Guys, that's the only way he knows how to do it. Soft, I don't even think is in his vocabulary.
Here's Stauskas. The Pacers making the shot. Here's Osman. His three-pointers off the mark. Pacers trail by 6. Joseph dishes to a...
Talk about bringing it. Yeah, Joseph adept at finding his open teammates, and that's exactly what you want from your point guard.
And here's Knight. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Yeah, and in that game, we saw a lot of sloppy play from the opposing offense. They coughed the ball up, a lot of unforced turnovers.
And that did make things relatively easy for him. You know, it's nice to get a win and not have to work too hard for it.
That one wide left. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Cavaliers on top, leading by just 2. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Indianapolis. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
Well, already in the first period, they found ways to get this offense ramped up.
Yeah, nice beginning so far. This is how you play out of the gate.
Indiana trailing here. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Love is the 4 with Thompson in the middle. Sexton is out there with Brandon Knight. And it's Osman in at the 3. Now here's Evans. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against New York.
And even while he was piling up all those points, he still found a way to create chances for his teammates. The assists just kept on coming.
Now here's Love, following the shot by Evans. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Knight. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. The pass to Bogdanovich. Looks for Evans, gets it to him. The game now all time. Evans has got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Pacers.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Tyreke Evans not the biggest free agent this past offseason, but Greg, many teams vied for his services.
Pacers were able to win out, and he should be a good fit. Can act as another playmaker and ball handler for the team. Turned down playing with the Warriors, Lakers, and Thunder to come to this Indiana squad.
Now Young, after Colin Sexton's three-pointer that didn't go, and it's in there.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Turner, it's good. He makes his first shot of the game. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Indiana.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunity. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
Thompson misses. Pacers leading by 4. Here's Bogdanovich shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And for the most part, when Bogdanovich is out on the floor, he's there to do one thing, shoot.
And I tell you what, when you can shoot like that, that's all you need to do. Great catch-and-shoot player who can stretch the defense. You cannot leave him alone. And really, his presence frees up so much for his teammates on the floor.
And the first one drops.
And, you know, Bogdanovich played for 10 years in Europe before coming to the NBA. Just now coming into his prime, but he's got a lot of pro experience.
And Cleveland making a change here. Clarkson's checked in. And so he hits both. And Bogdanovich, a player who has bounced around the last few seasons.
Yeah, you know what? He's a guy that spaces the floor nicely, Kevin, and he's got a toughness to him that I think was undervalued and underappreciated across the league. He can make shots off the catch and shoot or coming off screens, and he also showed himself to be a better defender than people thought he was.
Here's Collison. Tristan Thompson picking up that last bucket. Collison, the pass to Bogdanovich. No one near Turner as he lets it go. And once again off the mark by Indiana. The Cavaliers trail by 4.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Clarkson kicks to Love. Passes it to Osman. Lets the 3 fly. Nailed from three-point land.
And how about that screen by Love? That was a wall.
And it's Evans with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. Inside, here's Collison. Young trying to break free. Collison, no good.
Well, at best, the defense was average. I mean, he must make sure to finish these layups. Got to make those.
Thompson against Bogdanovich. He can't get that one to fall. Good D by Thompson. And the foul called on Bojan Bogdanovich. That's foul number 2 for him. The Pacers making a switch here. Warren's checked in. Larry Nance is checked in for the Cavaliers. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Clarkson finds Nance. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played and trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Here's Evans. That shot off the mark, and it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. Love outside. Shoots. But they get it back to the inside. That puts them in the lead. Love's got 6 points. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Collison kicks to Evans. To the inside. Young trying to break free. And Warren the bucket on the assist by Evans. 6 points for him.
That's as good as it gets right there. Beautiful reverse layup in traffic.
Cleveland's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Sexton the pass to Clarkson. He makes that one drop, only a second and 5 tries.
Fighting his way inside, Clarkson shows good body control.
The Pacers have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Collison kicks to Turner. Over Thompson. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Turner with the steal. Thaddeus Young on the wing. His first shot coming late, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
It's going to take a lot more than that to keep Young from converting that play.
Now, here's Sexton. He's covered by Collison. Sexton's shot is good. Sexton's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Now here's Evans. He's got 8. That one goes. Count it. And that's now 9 points for Darren Collison.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Clarkson against Evans. Love kicks to Nance. 5 on the clock. Sexton the pass to Thompson. Nance outside. Here's Sexton. That 3 off the mark. Indiana leading. Evans inside. He's covered by Clarkson. Warren dishes to Turner. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
For Cleveland, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Timeout called the Cavaliers.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
Some changes for Indiana. Sabonis, he's checked in for Young. Matthews comes in for Tyreke Evans. And it's Joseph in for Darren Collison. Then for the Cavaliers, Marquise Chris, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. John Henson comes in for Kevin Love. And Stauskas subbed in for Clarkson. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Indiana Pacers. On Wednesday, they'll take on Marc Gasol and the Toronto Raptors. Then on Friday, they're off to Brooklyn to face off with the Nets.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
Now here's Turner. He had 22 points in the win against New York.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around it, just his effort level was off the charts.
So it's the Cavaliers now, after Indiana gets the 3. Sexton kicks to Henson. Pass to Sexton. Cleveland moving it around. Here's Chris. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have. Staying aggressive and playing under control.
Here's Stauskas. Dishes it to Henson. Here's Sexton. To the left wing. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by Warren.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Stolen by Henson. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. Out to Chris. 3-pointer. That one drops for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
The touch is there. Next comes the consistency. Chris wants to be seen as a threat from deep.
Now here's Joseph. 8 points for him. Turner passes to Sabonis. Now here's Joseph. He's guarded closely. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Here's Stauskas. Bucket is good. Stauskas has got 7 points in the game.
Playing big, willing to go toe-to-toe against the guy who towers over him.
Yeah, I like his heart there, the competitive spirit. I mean, refusing to be held in check by bigger defenders. That's all heart and competitive spirit.
And so here is Indiana. The Cavaliers making the shot. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Much respect to Matthews for his focus. I mean, you can't tie this guy down. I mean, he's excellent at scoring through contact.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Knights checked in for the Cavaliers.
One shot, gentlemen.
Free throw, good. Matthews. And Wes Matthews, a player who has done a great job, Clark, of recovering from a ruptured Achilles.
Yeah, that's a really good point, Kevin. That's not an easy injury to come back from. He had his injury in 2015 and has been one of the best examples of full recovery from what can be a devastating career-threatening injury. Reached out to DeMarcus Cousins, and Cousins ruptured his Achilles to give him a voice of somebody who had already traveled that road.
Now here's Matthews. He has 5. Back to Warren. Shot clock at 6. Offline with his 3. And the call will be against Sabonis. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Pacers. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Miles Turner. And Bogdanovich is subbed in for Warren. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Cedi Osman, he's checked in for Larry Nance. Now here's Knight. He's got 11. And Stauskas has it in the corner. The 3. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound.
Has not made another 3 since the one he drilled in the first, but still, you got to defend him from beyond the arc.
And the Pacers can't get it to go.
Got to give the defense credit. That was a great contest on a high percentage shot in the paint.
And the foul called on Bojan Bogdanovich. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And that's the tough part of trying to keep him on the floor. Now he picks up that 3rd foul.
Knight dishes to Stauskas. To the middle. Stolen by O'Quinn.
And their turnovers a big problem right now. It's why they've lost this lead.
Guys have to make the simple play. 7 points already given up off those turnovers.
Now here's O'Quinn. Joseph finds Matthews. Kept alive. Now here's Sabonis. Misses from close range.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Textbook defense all around. Nice job at contesting the shot without fouling, and that's how you do it. Well done.
He gets that one. 7 points for Wesley Matthews.
Nice look there from Bogdanovich, the shooter keeping an eye peeled and open for the open man.
Stauskas kicks to Chris. Back to Stauskas. Outside Knight. Six to shoot. Out to Chris. Can they get it? He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Pacers leading by 3. Now Joseph. 8 points for him. Pass to Sabonis. In the corner, O'Quinn with it. Back to Sabonis. Stolen by Henson. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clock. And Chris throws it down.
And once Chris gets the position he wants, he is throwing it down with a vengeance.
Joseph against Knight. And Joseph kicks to Sabonis. Indiana moving it around. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Matthews. Sabonis with the bucket. Sabonis has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Yeah, I like Sabonis' game inside because he's confident and skilled.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Pacers lead by 3. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Brandon, what's the key to the second half?
I think we're doing all right, but we always want to improve. We always want to get better, and we just want to apply the principles that we applied throughout the week. So I think we did a good job, early on. Then we started to get fatigue and get a little bit tired. So I think we got to continue to play through adversity.
Well, we'll see if you can find your second win in the second half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks. Welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal at 2K Sports. Let's talk first half. For the Pacers, the first quarter was pretty even. They were unable to ever build a big lead in the first period, with 3 points being their largest cushion. The second quarter was a different story than the first. They played with energy and confidence in building a 3-point lead at the break. And Kenny, what'd you think about what we saw from Indiana?
Well, they've been pounding it in the paint. Not just taking the first 3-pointer when it came across. That keeps the defense on its toes.
Shaq, how do you think Cleveland played?
I like the way they rebounded. They devoted a lot of energy down low, fighting for each other on the boards, and they helped keep this game tight. If they can continue to do that, it could easily be the factor that swings the game in their favor.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
Welcome back, everyone, to Indianapolis, Indiana, where the famous Chase Tower stands tall above the city. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. An exceptional performance from Brandon Knight.
Yeah, he's really been catching the defense off guard so far here in this game, racking up a bunch of trips to the line.
Yeah, and you know what? I like the fact that he's staying in aggressive attack mode. I mean, forcing the issue, making the defense foul.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And it's the Pacers with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Bogdanovich outside at the 3 with Young down at power forward. Tyreke Evans out there with Collison. And it's Turner in at the 5 down low. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
Yeah, he has been, and he's got to find his stroke because he's holding back his team as a result of his poor shooting.
Now, here's Sexton. Back to Osman. Thompson outside. In the corner, it's Clarkson. 4 on the shot clock. Over Evans. Evans with some nice D. Pacers leading by 3. From outside the arc. And it's Darren Collison with the 3. Collison's got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Pacers. Clarkson against Evans. Love right side. And Sexton has it in the corner. Trains the 3-pointer. Sexton's got 9 points.
You know, Love is, as we've seen, a solid passer for a big man. Great at breaking down the defense and firing the pass to an open teammate.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Stolen by Collison. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. The 3-pointer, no good.
He still hasn't been able to convert from the field. He's just struggling to find his shot.
The shot by Clarkson, no good.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
Chalk up 2 there.
The size and the focus. That's the big thing to finish it over the defense. Bogdanovich showing exactly what he can do.
Sexton with it. 9 points in the game so far. It's good from long range. He's got 9.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Collison kicks to Turner. Evans outside. Back to Turner. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. On the free throw, no good. And when you see Miles Turner play on the offensive side of the ball, the amount of skill he has at his age is just amazing.
Yeah, already a great pick and pop player. You know, not going to be much of a banger down low, but has enough touch outside where he won't need to be. But while he's still a work in progress offensively, I think he's shown that he has a very high ceiling in terms of his skill set.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Evans outside. He feeds it to Turner. Collison for three. Rebound, Love. Love's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Here's Osman. 6 points for him. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. You look at Indiana. They're 7th right now. Not a bad spot, but certainly they'd like to string together a run of wins. And checking out Cleveland. Not really any threat right now as their record showing a lot more losses.
Well, I think for Cleveland, there were fears they'd be one of the NBA's doormats this season. Those fears have turned out to be well-founded.
And, you know, I don't think they need to wait for the offseason to start making some changes. I think they can start the rebuilding process right now.
And out of bounds, the Cavaliers will take it. Warren's checked in for Indiana. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Nancy's checked in for Jetty Osman. And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's off to Charlotte for him after this game as they take on the Hornets. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Sexton the pass to Clarkson. To the paint for the lead. In deep. Sexton drops it in. Sexton's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You know, you got to respect Sexton's scoring ability. The closer he gets inside, the more effective he is.
Outside Collison. The feed to Young. Shot clock at 6. Indiana moving the ball away. And here's Evans outside. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Love's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Ball's knocked loose. Turner dishes to Evans. Thaddeus Young on the wing. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. Evans has got 5 assists tonight. And a breakdown here, guys, the hustle stats for the Pacers.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
So both teams making some changes here. Here's Thompson. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Here's Love. That one, no good. Good defensive work there by Young. On the wing, Evans. He's guarded by Knight. Holiday finds Warren. Nance with some nice D. And that's a foul called on T.J. Warren. That is his first foul of the game. And Indiana making a change here. For Cleveland, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. And there's the foul. It goes on Wesley Matthews. That's foul number 2 for him.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
John Henson's checked in for Kevin Love. Now, here is Knight. He's got 11. The 3. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Knight. And here's what Cleveland's schedule is looking like. They're off to Charlotte to face off with the Hornets. And then on Friday, they'll take on Marc Gasol and the Toronto Raptors.
And for that game against the Bulls, they'll need to be at their best for this contest. Anything short of excellence, and they'll be in for a rough ride.
Evans kicks to Sabonis. Back to Evans. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Thompson's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Pretty early to be over the limit. That foul situation is something we want to keep an eye on.
And Colin Sexton, when it comes to scoring, the man shows you a little bit of everything.
Loves to drive it, loves to attack inside, improving his consistency from range. But what I love about it is the aggressiveness. This guy is always in attack mode.
Free throw good, Sexton.
And you see the speed, the athleticism, and scoring ability of Sexton. Special. A guard with a fantastic skill set and loads of potential.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Chris is checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And, of course, Colin Sexton. His college team once had to finish a game with only 3 players.
Yeah, he scored 40 that night. I mean, almost led him to a victory. He loves to play under the bright lights, brings great energy and enthusiasm every night.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so here is Indiana. Sabonis, the pass to Evans. It's Matthews on the wing, overnight, and once again off the mark by Indiana. Cleveland's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Got that bucket in no time at all. Knight's got 13. Here's Evans. 8 points for him. And the pass to Sabonis. In the corner, O'Quinn with it. Outside Matthews. And stolen by Knight. And here's the fast break. Knight leading the way. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Pacers trail by 6. Matthews finds O'Quinn. Here's Sabonis. Looking to end the run. Shoots over Henson. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And there's the foul against Cleveland. The Pacers have shot 4 of 7 as a team from the line tonight. Several misses earlier. Free throw good. Sabonis.
Domantas Sabonis, so versatile, brings so much to his position. He scores, he passes, rebounds, and defends at a high level.
Cedi Osman, he's checked in for Cleveland. Good on both. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Shot clock at 5. And Tyreke Evans is going to pick up a foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2. The Cavaliers have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Brandon Knight. He's perfect from the line this time. Pacers trail by 6. Evans kicks to O'Quinn. Right side Matthews. Passes it to Sabonis. 6 on the shot clock. 14 feet away. Matthews no good.
Yeah, he's costing them right now, sabotaging them a little bit. He's got to find his shot if they want to win this game.
The shot's good from Henson.
And you can sense they're starting to take charge here.
You know, they seem to be on the same page out there, Greg. I mean, definitely the momentum is with them.
Now here's Evans. He's got 8. Here's the floater. And Henson pulls it down. Henson's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Greg, and that's been the key to this lead. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Here's Osman. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Shoots over Warren. Cleveland the rebound. To the paint. And John Henson with the slam.
When he's deep inside like that, he's looking to jam it down. An efficient scorer, John Henson.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for T.J. Warren. Bogdanovich comes in for Wesley Matthews. And it's Collison in for Evans. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 6 points for Bojan Bogdanovich.
A nice strong finish from Bogdanovich, showing no fear at all.
That'll go on McDermott. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. First one falls for him. We seem to see a lot of players request trades in the media, but Clark, you have to believe some teams were blindsided by this.
Well, there's no question about it, Kevin, that teams have been blindsided on occasion. I don't like to see players operate that way, but I also understand sometimes the frustration that leads them to do so. But at the end of the day, I think it's part and parcel of the environment we're in and the nature of the business of the NBA. Sometimes players just aren't confident in what they hear directly, so they take other measures to voice their choice or displeasure.
And that one falls for Collison.
You know, when you think of Darren Collison, I think of a smart point guard. Had 2 seasons playing understudy to Chris Paul in both New Orleans and L.A. Similar type of players who are very efficient and just gets the job done.
Collison hits them both. And with Collison and Greg, how he plays, when he's off the floor, you notice.
I mean, things just don't seem to run as smoothly when he's not at the helm. Finds that balance between creating for himself and others, selective with his shots, and truly a complete guard, even if he doesn't do a lot of those flashy things.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's got 6. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and the layup is good. Clarkson's got 8.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Young passes to Collison. A three-pointer off the mark.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Greg, simply controlling the glass. I mean, plus 10 is the advantage in rebounds right now.
Shot's good by Clarkson.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
TJ Leaves checked in for Domantas Sabonis. Then for the Cavaliers, Fry comes in for Marquise Chris. And it's Sexton in for Nance. Young, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's the foul against Cleveland.
Well, you've got to respect Young's pump fake on that play, and he knows you have to respect it and did a good job to get to the line. And, you know, Thaddeus Young, the veteran forward out of Georgia Tech, over a decade of service in the NBA, and he's still one of the more dependable scorers you'll find in terms of over the course of a season.
2 shots. Pass on the first.
He's off on the first. And for Young, a veteran, as you mentioned, Clark, still one of the more athletic players in the league.
Yeah, he really is. Very impressive how long Thaddeus has been as consistent as he's been. Does a nice job running the floor. Really good in shot selection. And has become a more vocal leader as he is one of the older guys in the league now.
He hits the second from the line.
And, you know, as good as Young can be in the open court, doesn't quite carry over to his free throw shooting.
That's tipped. Henson dishes to Clarkson. Sexton kicks to Henson. And the call will be against Thaddeus Young. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
The former Tar Heel, John Henson, is incredibly efficient on both ends of the court.
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Zizic. Henson hits them both. And it's Evans with the ball. He'll bring it up for Indiana. Down by 12. O'Quinn with it. Picked up by Thompson. Here's Bogdanovich. No good from outside.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Sexton has to just keep developing his court awareness. You want to see more passing from him.
Evans kicks to Young. Outside Collison. Thaddeus Young on the wing. Drills the three-pointer. Young's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Really good alertness from Young there, who was in perfect position on the catch and shoot.
Clarkson looking for an opening. Down low, Evans with the steal. Now the Pacers moving it up. Collison with the ball. Launches the 3. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 6 rebounds in the game. Evans kicks to Collison. Pass to Young. Feeds it to Evans. And stolen by Sexton. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Clarkson. Here's Osman. It's deflected, and they get it back. There's the pass to Clarkson. Just 5 on the clock. And Sexton has it in the corner.
Loose ball. Loose ball. Going the other way.
Here's Collison. Puts up a three. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. And we'll be back with you shortly. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Cleveland leading by 11. A moment now to reset the lineups brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Love is the 4 with Thompson in the middle. Then there's Larry Nance. Then there's Sexton. And it's Osman in at the 2. Collison, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Now, here's Sexton. He's covered by Collison. Nance finds Love. Over O'Quinn and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. And that's now 11 points for Love. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. Well, Greg, we know that Kevin Love is a great passer, but just how much more does that open up for his team?
I mean, his outlets get the team up and moving in terms of transition faster than probably anyone else could. It's very hard to double Love with the ball, as his awareness and that passing that you mentioned immediately will find the open man. Love's passing alone is probably worth about 10 extra points a game for his team.
Evans, he's checked in for the Pacers. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, guys, I was able to hear Nate McMillan talk to his team during the break. He is not happy with the sloppy play offensively. He said, make the easy play. Take care of the ball. We can't afford to just give away golden opportunities. And we'll see if they can clean it up, guys.
And the call will be against Thaddeus Young. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Timeout.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
Thompson passes to Nance. Here's Osman, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Osman's got 10 points here in the second half.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Now here's Turner. Evans outside. Off target from three-point range.
Boy, strange that he bricked that one. I mean, no clue where the defense was, and tell you what, they got very lucky. Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
The first free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe. Pacers trail by 17. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. free throw good from Collison.
And, you know, the veteran leadership Darren Collison, DC, brings to this team is really important. His younger teammates really look up to him and respect him.
Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
Boy, I tell you, he has been lights out. Sadly, they're still behind. He needs his guys to step up.
Love kicks to Thompson. The dish now to Sexton. Clock at 6. Out of bounds. Indiana takes possession.
Bad turnover, plain and simple. No other way to describe it. I mean, he just threw it out of bounds.
Here's Evans. A decent amount of time left as they try to find a way back into it.
Yeah, but it will be soon if they don't start cutting into this deficit.
Young finds Bogdanovich. Nance against Bogdanovich. Inside, Thompson passes to Osman. Pacers with the rebound.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
The shot by Turner, no good.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Young with the steal. Collison, the pass to Young. Good, and the assist goes to Collison. Collison's got 3 assists in the game.
Young is often overmatched because he's not as big as other power forwards, but he still finishes inside at a high rate.
Now, here's Sexton. Love dishes to Sexton. Knocked loose. Pass to Thompson. Cleveland moving it around to the middle. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. And the Cavaliers lead by 12. And so Collison will bring it up for Indiana. Outside, Bogdanovich. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Cleveland's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Here's Nance. The shot missing. Good defensive work there by Young. Rejected by Young.
Thaddeus Young using that expansive wingspan to put that shot in reverse.
The shot's good. And that's 10 points for Tyreke Evans.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Cleveland leading by 10. Pass to Osman. And Sexton has it in the corner. Buries the long-range jumper.
You can really see that his confidence is at a high level here in this half. He didn't have a 3 in the first.
Outside Collison. He kicks it to Evans. Tries again. Here's Bogdanovich. And that one comes up a bit short.
I mean, his field goal percentage isn't good. He's not helping his team out there shooting this poorly.
Here's Nance. Here's Thompson. And it's sent back by Turner.
What timing from Turner. I mean, that's a big part of blocking shots. Reading the shooter and then timing it perfectly to send that shot in reverse.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
Boy, and Turner's really good at picking the defense apart, especially with the catch-and-shoot jumper.
Sexton kicks to Thompson. Love outside. Misses the 3. Pacers trail by 13. Left side Collison. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And I'll tell you what, Collison, very tough to contain because he's so fast. An excellent foul shooter as well. You can't give him any cheap ones.
And the first one at the line is good. Some changes for Indiana. Sabonis comes in for Thaddeus Young. And Warren subbed in for Bogdanovich. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Collison hits them both.
Boy, is he really getting after it here in the second half, just drawing a ton of fouls.
The Cavaliers leading by 11. Here's Clarkson. To the paint. Here's Love. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team. You know, watching Kevin Love, he's really got a ton of tools at his disposal offensively. We know he can shoot it. We know he can post it, but his off-ball movement has also improved. Love has molded himself into a dynamic scorer.
And with Love and his offensive game, he has even started getting more scores off of cuts.
Yeah, Love has a good sense of timing on when a lane will open up, and often will get matched up with a defender that just isn't as quick as he is. And when everything is clicking for him, he can light it up in a quarter, as we've seen in the past.
Cleveland's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Sexton the pass to Clarkson.
Well, you look at Turner's body. He's got a wily, muscular frame that he makes good use of. I mean, his defense and the way he contests shots is remarkable.
The shot's good from Evans. The Cavaliers leading by 12. Pass to Love. Four seconds left, and that's 2 points on the layup. That's 7 points for Tristan Thompson.
And you can see how this game is going. I mean, put a body on somebody.
Exactly, man. Come on. You got to be physical down there. There's got to be some intensity and some physicality on the boards.
Now here's Turner. Collison for 3. That falls. Nice speed that time from Turner. Turner's got 4 assists now tonight. Sexton kicks to Osman. The pass to Clarkson. 6 on the shot clock. Count that one.
Nice counter move by Clarkson. The defense plays him to take it to the rack. He floats one in on him instead.
Evans finds Warren. Down low. Indiana moving it around. And it's Evans missing. And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. 17 points was their biggest margin.
Outstanding defensive instincts by Sabonis. Really good timing when to rise up to reject shots.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
That free throw, no good. The Pacers making a switch here. Young's checked in. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Nance is checked in. The Cavaliers leading by 12. Sexton the pass to Thompson. Right wing. Sexton with it. And Young picks him up defensively. Count that bucket. Indiana's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Here's Evans. Makes it off the glass.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
The Cavaliers shooting straight 49% from the field. Love outside. Now here's Sexton. Guarded closely. Over Collison. Second shot opportunity, and it's laid up and in by Thompson. Thompson's got 6 here in this quarter.
Boy, I like seeing that toughness on the offensive glass. Did a nice job judging, anticipating where the miss was going, and then putting it back in. Nicely done.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Kevin Love.
And tell you what, he's worked very hard to get himself in good position throughout the course of this game. And that comes across in his shooting percentage. He's hit over half his shots from the field. And that's not because he got hot as much as it's because of the effort he put in to get himself open.
He took charge tonight, and it was just that type of breakout performance they needed. As they try to shake out of the slump they've been in, they'll be hoping he has more nights in him just like this one. Shot is good, and the Cavaliers lead cut to just 11 points in the basket from Bogdanovich.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Evans against Clarkson. Five to shoot. Pulls up. That shot off. So Indiana will take it the other way. Evans finds Young. Stolen by Thompson. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Sexton. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Sexton's got 22 points. Pass to Evans. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Evans has got 8 here in the quarter.
Oh, nice, strong drive there. If that's who's going to be guarding him, then he's got some weight to throw around.
And the lead is down inside single digits.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Well, that might be fair, Greg, but I wouldn't want to take away from what he did in that last game. I mean, let's just say it's a pretty nice run he's on, no matter how you decide to frame it up.
Lays it up off the glass. 20 points for him.
And how about the confidence from Evans? He's feeling like no one can stop him playing with a ton of heart.
Now here's Sexton. And Thompson kicks to Love. Drains it from beyond the arc. And the Cavaliers lead by 10.
And when you're down this many points, hard to justify leaving a good shooter that wide open.
Well, you know what, Greg? To me, it looks like they packed it in and just kind of given up.
Cleveland's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. To the paint, Turner with the steal. Fast break, here comes Indiana. And it's Young, that time on the assist by Evans.
Thaddeus Young earning his money there. The game getting tight and close, big moment, he makes a big play.
And here's Cleveland. Pass to Sexton. Kicks it to Thompson. Here's Osman. He's covered by Warren. Shot clock at 6. Launches a 3. And it's Osman missing.
Time working against them here.
It sure is, and with such short time, it'll be really hard for them to catch up.
The putback, Young. Rebound, Love. And he commits the intentional foul.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. And for three, Collison. Thompson with the rebound. Now, here's Clarkson. And so it's Cleveland winning this one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother him. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Kevin. You guys pulled away in the second half. What were the differences?
No, we all contributed tonight, and if we have a well-balanced, scoring and we're efficient on both ends, we usually end up winning the game. And, like you said, the second half was big for us tonight.
You got it done when it counted. Thanks very much for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.